And also Attorney General and Minister for Justice Godfred Damiabo says there's no evidence to support claims by former Minister for Science and Environment Professor Frimpong Boateng that some government officials and politically exposed persons were involved in illegal mining. It will be recalled that a document authored by the former minister, who was then in charge of government's fight against illegal mining, mentioned ministers and senior government officials to be involved in the menace. But the Attorney General, in a letter to the police CID, says no proper evidence were adduced against these persons and recommended that none of them be prosecuted. Kwekwa Asante of our Legal Affairs Desk joins me via Zoom with a copy of the AG's letter to the police. Kweku, what are the allegations as made by Professor Frimpong Boateng? I mean, let's set that tone before we even listen to what the AG is saying.
Yes, Aisha. So to just refresh our memories, the former Minister for Environment, who at the time was in charge of government fight against illegal mining, alleged that a former, some appointees at the office of the President, Lord Comey, Charles Niteko Tegu, and Frank Esedu Bequin, are all engaging in illegal mining. He also alleged that one Joseph Albert Kwam, a former member of parliament from Masun Kwanta constituency in the Ashanti region, used his position as a board member to acquire several large-scale concessions and sold them for 200,000 cedis per concession. It also says that Kojo Nkrumah on the 8th of February 2020 assembled a group of journalists from both the NDC and NPP-affiliated media houses at a hotel in Dodowa to discuss a strategy to bring down Professor Frimpong Boateng because of involvement in the fight against illegal mining. It also alleged that the late Kojo Owusu-Efue, the chief executive officer of the Forestry Commission, also permitted the illegal mining in the forestry areas. And so these were the key allegations made by Professor Frimpong Boateng.
All right. So how did the AG come to the conclusion that there was no evidence against the persons mentioned, Kweku?
Yeah, yes, according to the Attorney General, the investigations went on to a certain point. The expectation was that the Professor Frimpong Boateng was going to provide more information. He was going to actually speak to the report and give them more statement to enable the police conduct a much thorough investigation. It says that among the documents submitted to the police by Professor Frimpong Boateng is a statement taken by Setmante, among others. And that apart from the statement that was written by the good old professor, he did not provide any evidence to substantiate the allegations made in the report and to assess them to conduct any further investigation. He also declined to give a written statement, claiming his report is an embodiment of his statement and all the information he has on the allegations. Investigations by the police have not revealed any evidence in support of the allegations, and that the allegations are therefore bare and do not provide a basis for any criminal charge against the person cited in the report, except some persons who are mentioned that the investigation is still ongoing.
The letter concludes, however, by recommending that no prosecution be undertaken against the persons named in Professor Frimpong Boateng's report. I mean, tell us more about this.
Yes, Aisha, according to this report authored by Evelyn D. Kilson, the chief state attorney on behalf of the Attorney General, it says, and I quote, "In the absence of any evidence on the docket in support of any of the allegations of illegal mining activities, we are unable to recommend to the prosecution any person cited in this report. We, however, await the outcome of the investigations being conducted in the case involving Setmante, John Oforiatta, and Eko Awusi." So all these persons mentioned, including Kojo Nkrumah, persons who worked at the Jubilee House, according to the Attorney General, there is not enough evidence to enable the office proceeds to offer an advice to the Ghana Police Service to prosecute these persons. And so for now, we expect that they are going to walk free.
Kwekwa Asante with those details of the letter from the Attorney General that says those people mentioned in Professor Frimpong Boateng's letter must not be prosecuted. Let's get on.